Delta mama and a nickerjack man.
Hi, my name is Chris Funk here at the Americana Music Awards, backstage at the historic Ryman Auditorium, where I'm speaking with Holly Williams, who just had just performed on the stage of the Ryman. Have you performed on the stage of the Ryman before? I would assume yes.
Yes, sir.
And
It's my favorite place to play in the world.
What's it feel like every time you walk out there?
Every time's amazing. Yesterday was the most kind of eeriest, most special moment because it was Hank's 90th, and for me to be standing up here, as it was kind of a bizarre moment. But I've seen the greatest shows here of all time, from Sigur Rós to Merle Haggard, everyone.
I'm here with the Stellas backstage at the Ryman Auditorium, who just played a Lumineers song, Ho Hey. How was that to be called up to be practically or pretty much the stand-ins for the Lumineers?
So insane. We love the Lumineers, and then to sing their song is just so insanely amazing. And Chip, who we love so dearly, for him to introduce us was such an honor. It was really great. We loved it.
It's crazy, so fun, and I just love going on stage. It really makes me so happy.
I'm backstage here at the Opry. I've got Ketch from Old Crow Medicine Show, who just won an award for trailblazing. What does that mean exactly in the genre of Americana?
It's kind of like weed whacking. You get your string all coiled up and then you start her up.
You guys have obviously been in this this world for a long time, this vague world now of Americana. What does this mean, Americana, this idea of Americana in music?
Well, it's a catch-all term for everything that doesn't necessarily find a way to make it on the radio or on the television. It's a chance for all of the voices to lend themselves to a song, and I think it's some of the most important music that's being made around these parts these days.
All right, backstage at the AMAs at the what I call the Opry, the Ryman Auditorium, with Nikki Bloom and Sam Bush. So Americana, this concept of Americana, Sam, obviously you respectfully would say you've been doing this for a while, and I've been a fan of your music through what I would call the traditional phases, the non-traditional phases. I would say you are a pioneer of what now we describe Americana as. So what the hell is Americana?
Americana is everything from Bill Monroe to Bob Dylan to, that's what's the great thing about it. It's all encompassing. It's folk music, it's singer-songwriter, it's instrumentalists, singers, rock and roll. It's like where all of us people that don't fall necessarily into country music or bluegrass, and I've grown up as a bluegrass style musician all my life, but I've always been a little bit outside the fringe, and so the entirety of Americana music is a little bit outside the fringe of what you might hear on most radios, except for possibly WSM here in Nashville, which I think is the greatest Americana station there is. But Americana, in my case, not so much Nikki's, but it gives us a graceful place to age.
Hi, I'm Chris Funk, here backstage at the Ryman with Shovels and Rope, who just performed. What's this, the notion of Americana, when someone says that to you, what does that evoke, or what does it mean, or what do you think about being involved in this sort of newer tradition of what the concept of the word means?
Go ahead. I feel like it's a forgiving, it's a very forgiving genre of music because for one thing, they allowed us to be part of the event tonight, and it's like it's kind of open to, it's not just country music, not just rock and roll. It's like I feel like it's a respect for the craft, and it's storytelling, and it's I don't know, it feels good.
I have to concur. I just think it's like a welcoming genre where you don't have to be just one thing. It's like a safety zone for all the little orphan musicians that got no place where they specifically go. So we're very grateful that it exists, and it sure has made our lives a lot easier to do what we want to do for a living.
I'm here backstage at the Opry with an American legend, arguably a defining sound, if not one of the greatest defining sounds of American guitar, Mr. Duane Eddy. Obviously, and respectfully, having done this for a long time, this notion of Americana, this new term, you being somebody that I identify very much as an American pioneer, what is this idea of Americana, or does that even resonate with you?
It does resonate because, like I said in my little acceptance speech for this, I've been doing this my whole career, putting my guitar my real one, against all different kinds of music. You know, I played blues and on B-sides of singles, and played with big orchestras, I did a country album with the great pedal steel guitarist Buddy Emmons, and I worked with many great musicians, everybody from Paul McCartney and George Harrison to Ry Cooder and James Burton and John Fogerty. And, you know, I mean, my point being, I don't mean to ramble on, my point being is that I've done all that, and that's sort of like my own version of Americana, because that's what they do. They welcome all different kinds. They do all different kinds of music, as I've done, and so it resonates with me in answer to your question.